Hey everybody, this is Royce here with Gates 3 Designs. I am back with another episode. This morning I wanted to talk about life after architecture school. What do you do? How do you deal with it? What if you don't have a job lined up? What if you do have a job lined up and you get a job and you don't like it? And some people, I've known some people who I've worked with in the past, not recently, but in the past, who have told me that after going through their rigorous program, which everybody knows architecture is crazy, it's hectic, and they make you work for that degree. It is not easy. So I've had a couple people actually in the past tell me that after graduating with their degree in architecture, after going into the field, they couldn't stand it. Like, they thought the work was just boring. It wasn't what they thought it would be. And I can tell you the first question I asked those two people were, well, did you have a co-op or internship during school? And they did not. They did not. So that's one reason why they probably was just shocked after college. Like, how the hell is this field like this? It's nothing like architecture school. We're not being that creative. If you have a co-op or internship, whether it's in high school, there's people who get internships and co-ops in high school because they have family members who probably own firms or work for firms, or they just have some type of connect. That's awesome. So it's good to get a feel early. It's good to get a feel early. And sometimes if you can make it happen, I'd say go ahead and do work a co-op or internship, even if it's free. Now, I wasn't too big on that before, because you basically just feel like a slave. You working for free, and if you have to drive to the office and actually spend 8 hours or whatever, it kind of sucks. But if it doesn't hurt you, you have a support system at home, your parents are willing to support you or whatever, then go ahead and take the free internship, because you at least want to know what you're getting into. And surprisingly, every firm is not the same. Like, every company doing the same type of work is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same atmosphere. It's not going to be the same people. I've worked at companies where the boss was horrible. The pay was great, but the boss was just nuts. I worked at places where the boss was freaking awesome. He was incredible. The pay was good, but coworkers sucked. I've worked at places where, everything was actually on point and good. So it differs between firms and companies. What I did, so I've stated in my last video that, I went to community college first, and after community college, I started working. That was actually kind of my introduction into the field. Before that, I did work for an engineering company. It wasn't exactly architecture. Actually, it wasn't architecture at all. It wasn't a firm at all. It wasn't. But I did talk with architects, and and it wasn't like it was set up for me to meet with architects and do work for them. It was just on the job site, because I tested concrete. And I would test concrete, and sometimes architects would be there. And, there was project managers there. So I got to meet a lot of different people who work within that field, because, architects work with project managers, construction companies, engineers, graphic designer, everybody, So I got to meet a lot of people who do, like, the physical work and other types of technical drawings outside of the architectural firm. that was good. That was great, actually. So if you can land a job like that, where you can at least, work with other people in the field, not specific, like if you're going to school for architecture and you go work at a civil engineering firm or a construction company, a company that just builds houses, a roofing company. Those are awesome things to do because you get a feel of how it is to work with others, because you're going to work with them anyway once you become an architect or an architectural designer. So co-ops are great. They're great to have, and they give you a sense of what the field is going to be like. Now, like I was saying, after I graduated, I said, okay. So after my associate's degree, I started working actually it wasn't a firm per se, but we did architecture work, and it was cabinet work and cabinet design and credenzas and all that type of stuff. So, I was using AutoCAD a lot. I was using Top Solid, 3D program. And, I did that for some time. And getting into that, I realized that, okay, I like what I'm doing. I like what I went to school for. And I know I went to school for the right thing. But this doesn't necessarily make me happy. Something's missing. And I knew something was missing right away. And what I realized, what I enjoyed was, I really enjoyed residential homes. That was the whole reason why I wanted to be an architect anyway, or go to school for architecture anyway, was because I wanted to just fix homes and make them look better. So I really love the rendering part of design, and I love, the residential side of design and architecture. So working at that company, I knew that I don't want to just sit and be, I don't know, I've heard this term before, CAD monkey or, a drafter. I don't want to just be that. I don't even want to just move up in a company and now I'm the CNC programmer. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to design. I want to design with, 3D renderings. I want to do 3D modeling. That's what I wanted to do. And that's what I love. And what I found out was, it was hard to find those specific types of jobs. It could just be the area I'm in. And it was hard to find those specific type of jobs. So what I did was, I said, I'll just create my own job. And you hear a lot of people saying, creating your own business is tough, it's hard, it's impossible, it's not worth it, you might as well get a job, blah, 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 whatever. Screw that. Like, I want to do what makes me happy. So that's what I decided. Like, I want to start my own thing at that time. And Gates 3 Designs came about. And I will say, I still work at 8 to 5. And it's doing, the construction drawings and construction CAD work and all that stuff, which I'm okay with. It doesn't necessarily make me happy. But when I get to do a design for Gates 3 Designs, a 3D rendering, a 3D model, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so good. So in the beginning of this audio, I said that, what do you do after architecture school? If you can't find a job, if you have a job and you don't like it, you basically, you just have to be creative. What is it? What drew you to architecture? Don't forget that, because that kind of gets lost. By the time you graduate, because you've been through so much. like 1 degree, I know for a fact. Like, anybody, I don't care if it's you just have a bachelor's in architecture. I know you put the work in. I know you did. I don't care what school you went to. You say, I went to school for architecture. I'm like, okay, yeah, you earned that degree. I know you did. But in the midst of going through that rigorous program, you can kind of forget what drew you to architecture. Why'd you fall in love with it? Why'd you want to major in it and spend $40,000 or more a year to earn a piece of paper to say you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree or whatever? What made you want to do that? And once you think about that, and you figure out how to either get a job doing just that or create your own, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's talk about it in the comments. Until next time, thanks.